And welcome, welcome, one and all, wherever you are. And you are locked in right now to Faith FM 97.1 or faithfmonline.com. We welcome you to the Marriage and More program, where we seek to make marriage spicy, classy, and wonderful. We are very hopeful that you are going to have one of the best marriages that this earth can give. All right? And we are here to do whatever we can, make a little contribution here and there, encouragement, motivation, whatever it takes. We are here to be the best that we can. So we welcome you to our Marriage and More program today, right here on Faith FM, your number one gospel radio station, 97.1, faithfmonline.com. Or if you're joining us on our YouTube channel, Marriage and More, and we want you to share it with someone. Remember, when you get a blessing, you have to share it with someone, okay? So we want you to share it with someone. And so let me greet you again, those of you right here in country St. Martin. It is so good to have you right here with us, French and Dutch side. Those of you within the region, those of you internationally, if you ever get a chance, remember, make St. Martin your place for vacation. We have it all. We have it. We truly have it all. You're not going to miss one Caribbean island if you come to St. Martin. You're getting everything right here. If you miss St. Kitts, we have Kittitian. If you miss St. Vincent, we have Vincentian. If you miss Jamaica, we have Jamaicans. If you miss Aruba, we have Arubians. If you miss Curacao, we have Curaçaoian. If you miss Dominica, we are Dominican. If you miss Venezuela, we are Venezuelan. Wherever, when you come to St. Martin, me I tell you no, you get everything right here. So, if you ever get a vacation, come to St. Martin. Come and join us in St. Martin, man. So,
and I'm going
nice
to add something to that. As long as you don't have to go anywhere to do any sort of business. Like maybe by the census.
We'll talk about that another one. So my people, I greet you. I greet you. And I hope you're having a good day today by the grace of God. All right, with me as usual is my beloved wife, and you just hear her voice, but she's going to greet you properly now. And then she will tell you why she said that just now. Me self going to say why she said.
Good afternoon to you, our dear listeners. It's so good to be with you again today. Good afternoon to our listeners. Good morning, good night to all our listeners on Faith FM online. Those of you who would be joining us here on YouTube. Wherever you are listening to us today, we are just so happy that you choose to be with us again for another exciting program on Marriage and More. Last week I missed you. But I'm certain you would have had a good time with Reverend Jonas from Ghana. And we're looking forward to another good program. Exciting.
Amen. Yeah. Amen. All of you who are celebrating birthday, happy birthday. All of you are celebrating anniversary, happy anniversary to you. Make it something that is unforgettable. All right? So, before we go into the program, you just make something there. Listen, St. Martin, you have to make it easy on us who are living here. I don't know if it is a deliberate intention to frustrate the masses, but I'm telling you it is not working. Because simple documents, Peter, listen, man, simple documents that you need every day is difficult to get, It is frustrating. You have to register a child in school. No. Peter, help me. I can't ask my wife. I'd ask you because you here. Peter, why do I need an ID card, registration form, and
residence permit, and still your passport,
and still my passport, just to you make it make sense? Is it not the ID card reflecting the residence permit?
I myself don't understand.
Oh my goodness!
I think it's a deliberate attempt to just frustrate.
I think so. I really think so, and we got to make it easy. It's too much. I mean, just now, they're going to ask me for CT scan and MRI because they're going to want to see what's in your brain and what's in your body. No, this thing is frustrating. And you know what? People are going to the government building and different things, and they're constantly telling them. Now I understand. But the tellers them are frustrated themselves. Because
the staff is frustrated because they can't do anything about
no.
it. The powers that be above them that have to to put the mechanisms in place, and they don't.
Exactly. Decisions are handed to them. So we have to take it easy. Listen, Peter, I've said this for some time now. There is somebody whose sole profession and daily duty, they are to sleep and think about how to make the country miserable, and then they get up and they no. No, man, Peter, man, it can't be. Somebody they are being paid handsomely, and their only duty is to make this country miserable. And they will get up and decide, okay, to make it miserable today, make registration form difficult, make banking difficult, make tax difficult, everything difficult. So no, man, it can't be, man. Say, Martin, we have to do better, man. We have to. For those of you who are listening to me, we really need to do better in giving persons access to documents that are needed.
And the funny thing is, now, imagine a 19, 20-year-old child just graduating from high school, Cape. They're applying for a job, and you're asking them to bring a GB bill with the name on it?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey!
Hey!
Now make that make sense, man.
Listen.
Make that make sense.
I tell you, logic's gone out the door. We ain't saying nothing no more. Now. We ain't saying nothing. Hey, this doesn't make sense.
So it has been that way for how long? Up to today, nothing changed.
Nah, boy.
We've been singing this song for years.
Of
I've
course.
been singing, why does somebody who come from wherever, you understand? You come from Trinidad and Tobago, you live in here. You had to get a birth certificate. You got your birth certificate stamped, everything by a notary, everything on that side. You brought it here.
Yeah.
You presented it to government. And every time you got to get back a residence permit, you got to go back to your country to prove you're born in the same place. Like you could change where you're born overnight.
There's no logic there. No, it doesn't.
Boy, Peter, you know why it's bad?
A marriage certificate is they get a divorce, they get married.
Right.
You're born in the same place. Once I present that to you and it was notarized the first time, the apostille stamp on it, you're supposed as government to be able to accept that, and it remains in the system as a fixed document that you don't have to bring back again.
I agreed,
Boy,
but
Peter,
unfortunately,
birth certificate expires. No, I mean that literally. Literally. After 3 months, your birth certificate expires here.
And I'm like, that's crazy, man.
No, we are. No, so listen, somebody's being paid, and their duty is just to frustrate the country, and they're doing a very good job at it.
Yeah, fantastic.
Listen, they get up one day and decide, no more check. We're gonna banking system, and the banking system ain't ready for it, you know. Everything is transfer, and the banking system ain't. Your transfer bunks back. This, that. They just decide that. How do you sleep and just get up and frustrate a whole country? No, man, something is wrong. My people, if you're listening to us, we've got to do better in St. Martin. I mean, the country is already under heavy stress with all that we're dealing with. I am persuaded that if we are not careful, somebody might go by the census office, the registration office, the government administrative building one these days, and that might be the last straw of stress for them. It can take a person's life. We have to do better. So I hope in this short admonition somebody's hearing us that can do something about it. It's not pretty for us at all.
I pray that never happens.
I pray it never happen.
But you know what I can tell you? I can tell you exactly what the knee-jerk reaction going to be from government. They're not, if something like that ever happens, I guarantee you, people mark my words today, the first reaction of government is to put extra security in place. They're going to start to give all the ministers all the protection in the world. They're going to put 2 police officers to drive up and down with them, up and down the place. They're going to make sure that they're okay. You understand? And the farthest thing from their mind is going to be, but this man just come in here and flip because he needed a registration form. He had to wait 6 months to get it. And he came and he couldn't get it that day. He flipped out. They ain't going to fix that problem.
But Peter, we had a gentleman. You remember a couple of months ago, a gentleman take a bed, a mattress. No, we had that a couple of months ago. You know, and nothing is waking us up at all. Nothing is waking us up at all. We had a lady for breast cancer a couple of years ago, and she came and she shared on breast cancer at our church, and she said she stripped naked in SLV just to get whatever. I said to myself, no, these things should not be. People shouldn't have to go to the extreme to get certain basic services. It just shouldn't be at all. So, you to register a child in school now, the amount of thing you want. Come on, man. We're making life too difficult. Let's be reasonable and rational. You know, be very. Oh Lord, make the thing make sense. We can't frustrate the country. Stress is a killer. And I'm convinced that some of the people who are dropping, stress is a cause for some of them. Stress is a cause, it's a killer. When persons are under severe stress, anything can happen. Let the country be let. We already have GB dealing with it already. That's a mountain to climb. You can't have just basic documents that you need, frustrating the whole country. So no, man, we gotta do better than that. So a word to the wise is sufficient. All right? We want to talk about politics today, don't you?
No. We leave it that right there.
Oh God! All right, my people. We are Marriage and More. We're gonna go into our conversation for today. Where's my tablet? You see, my tablet is closed. We're gonna go into our conversation for today. We are Marriage and More. We are happy that you are here with us. Ain't nobody comment in the chat today, but everybody keep quiet. They say they're back. I'm praying for pastor. The pastor talk, pastor pass. Some of you must be speaking in tongues, all kind of things. All right, let's go down to the marriage line. Okay, my dear wife, what do you have for us today? We want to talk about a life choice, a choice for life. A choice for life. We know that marriage was established with the intention of God that it will be one for life, but it don't always happen so.
Why doesn't it
so let's
always
go back.
happen so? Why doesn't it always happen so?
Well, you just go up on the mountain. You couldn't stay to the base of the mountain or at least middle of the mountain just like that. Listen, Jesus was asked the question, all right, about the intention of marriage.
Right.
And Jesus said to them, one of the statements after establishing the original intention of God, one of the statements was, what therefore God had joined together, let not man put asunder. And the religious leaders asked basically the same question you asked. Why then did Moses give them the right to have a bill of divorcement? That was the question, eh?
Yes.
And Jesus said something powerful that, we as married people have to pay attention to. He said, Moses, because of the hardness of
say that word again? Because of the what?
Hardness.
Of the what?
Hardness, though.
Hardness.
What time be this one you did talk?
No, I just wanted to repeat the word. Go ahead.
He said, divorce came about because of the hardness of your heart. So, because of the hardness of your heart, Moses grant you a bill of divorcement. But from the beginning, he said, it was not so. So the question that you're asking me now, imagine Moses is often seen in the context of a religious leader. But the reality is we need to broaden that because Moses was leading a nation.
Right.
So he was like the prime minister or the president of the nation. He was the final authority, so to speak, within the nation. Moses don't have time to come and sit down and counsel everybody. He can't, he couldn't. He would wear him out. Even Jethro look at him and say, Moses, this thing you coming down and hear people issue. He said, Moses, this thing is not good. Oh. He said, get persons and let me show you how to structure a nation. Put persons in place who will deal with those issues at different levels.
Right.
Have leaders for thousands, have them for 100, have them for 50, have them for 10. He said, put leaders in place who will deal with these issues because you are going to wear yourself out.
So he was teaching Moses
how to delegate responsibilities.
Yeah.
You understand? So Moses himself couldn't come down and sit down and say he counseled nobody. He won't have the time to do it because he was leading a nation of how much million people. Moses could not do that. So Moses looked at the nation and Moses said, listen, partner, before you kill one another, before you take out one another, before I have more debt than I bargained for, let me give you a solution to this thing. And many countries are still doing it today. Many countries have done it today. They look at the reality of what is happening and they look at some of the family issues and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And no doubt they would come and they would take consultation and have advisors and so forth. But then when they look at it, they say, this thing is too much. So let us make provision for when person's heart get hard and tell them it's better to live than to die.
But my question now then is, what causes, we are talking marriage now, right? And to make the topic, you mentioned it earlier on. You said
A choice for life.
Choice for life. But we are talking in a sense of living with a difficult spouse is what we are talking about.
No, well, not really. It's just that I was getting to the point when you went up to the mountain
because
and just try your cut up a minute and I come in middle storm, so I had to protect my middle storm.
Because now I am wondering, what would cause the Bible says, the scripture you just mentioned, because of the hardness of the heart.
Yeah.
What could cause my heart, your heart, what can cause our heart to become that hard that Moses had to come down to that?
Several things. There is no one thing. You see, issues, don't underestimate the power of issues.
I agree.
Don't underestimate the power of issues. That is why you see people settle issues quick, as fast as they possibly can. Issues are powerful. And remember now, when you get married, you become vulnerable. You're in love. It's your heart that is involved.
Yeah.
When you are disappointed, it's the same heart involved. It's the same heart. So persons are going to take measures to secure their heart. Offenses will happen in marriage. And that has the potential to affect the heart quite negatively. Sister Miriam, we're happy to have you today. God bless you nicely. It has the potential to affect the heart. And that's what happening in marriages. It's not just something happened once. It's the repetition of it. Right? And then you have to consider also that persons who do get married, they themselves have issues prior to marriage.
Right.
Even just coming out of your family line, people have issues prior to marriage. And then they come into the marriage and the marriage is going to reveal it.
Yep.
For example, there are some people, they don't know this is real. There are some people, they will never use the word sorry. They just don't know how to say sorry.
Right.
They were never taught how to apologize from their house of origin. So they never see it modeled. All right? And as a result of that, they get married now. And that same attitude come over. So no matter what happened, boy, sorry is like the biggest crime. But they will do things.
Right.
They will buy a gift, right? They will buy a gift. But the person is looking for a gift.
But suppose the gift is their way of apologizing, because sometimes, sometimes it could be like, maybe they get tired of especially if the mistake is repetitive.
Love, I'm not talking about getting tired of apologizing. I'm talking about never apologizing.
Oh, never apologizing.
It is to use the word sorry, I apologize, forgive me. To use those terms is like a crime. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
They don't do it. But they will know something happen and you will buy a gift that the person might like. That is indeed, it is their way of apologizing. But that is not an apology.
That is not how you.
No.
The other spouse wants to be apologized.
It's not how the other spouse. That in itself is a nice gesture, but it is not an apology.
Okay.
Because now, you see, when you come to that point, you have to recognize that to apologize means I am acknowledging I have done wrong.
Yeah.
I have
that
to
is
own.
the place sometimes why some persons find it difficult to apologize, depending on what the situation is.
Yes.
Depending
And so
on
what happened now? I have to own my error, so to speak.
Yeah.
I have to take responsibility for my action.
Yeah.
Watch now. You could buy 1 million gifts for the church. You never request forgiveness from God. You ain't seeing it now.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because that's what God says. You come to God, you acknowledge that you are a sinner. And some persons, they will, anything the church have, they will do for the church.
Right.
They will even build a church for the church. That is not apologizing. It is you have to take responsibility for your action, and that has been human. But remember, in some instances, there are persons who were never taught to apologize. They have never seen it modeled.
Right.
So they accept that as the way of life. That even when you do wrong, it is not even recognized.
Right.
You know? So in their mind, they try to appease. They will buy a gift and they come and they bring it. And so, no.
But
in a marital relationship, that acknowledgement that you have hurt your spouse, because you're going to hurt your spouse anyhow. No matter what you do, you can't get away from it. You're going to. It is a part of life, no? Otherwise, you are going to. And even if you want to be a God, so to speak, you are still going to hurt them. Because even God does hurt me. God himself says, when he corrects us, he said we wouldn't like it.
right.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it is going to happen. You can't get away from it. And you have to make provision to deal with errors in the marriage. I ain't saying that you're going to go and deliberate the things like, for example, deliberately pelt a boat on top of them. And I ain't saying that. That ain't the context. I'm talking about
I know.
offense.
Please.
No, how you watch me there, Papa. I have to make sure.
Please.
I'm saying offense will happen. And when persons are offended, and so forth, it's going to hurt. Disappointments will happen. When that happens, it's going to hurt. So in such a case now, we are only human. And you have to know how to come and own that responsibility and say, sweetheart, yes, I know such and such and such. I am sorry. Would you forgive me? Especially that part, would you forgive me?
Here, what I would do, if I'm in that position, no,
you're going to be baptized.
My mind, no, my mind going when you're talking about the gift now, because let's say, for instance, you do something, right? You do something, and you didn't come to apologize by word of mouth, which is not what you would. But let me say, I'm just saying this as a reference, right? You do something, you didn't come to apologize, but you brought me a gift instead. Uncle Peter, I taken the gift. I will accept. Wait, no man. I will accept that gift. You may not see all the enthusiasm at the same time because underneath I'm boiling. But I would accept that gift gracefully. And then I'll open it maybe. I'll admire it maybe. And then I'll put it down. And then I'll ask you, so where's the gift for now? So then now I am making room for us to talk.
Yes.
What is the purpose of the gift?
But some people still wouldn't. And you know what happened? Let me tell you something. Yeah? I'm going to show you something. You keep accepting a gift. After a while, you're going to start to feel cheap.
No, because I didn't accept the gift just like that. I accept the gift, but I'm asking what is the purpose of the gift?
I just thought about it today, and I thought this would fit you nicely.
But you and I know I not chop it.
You see, because you're not looking for that.
You and I know I not chop it. So then I come in. Or then I can say, but it's strange because I notice it's only when we have a disagreement, it's only when we have a fallout, it's when you're buying gifts.
Exactly.
And I know this morning we argue about the pen. You understand me? So now I am making it easy for you. If after all of that, my dear husband, and that spouse cannot find it within themselves to really acknowledge or to say, I am sorry, I mean, they got a problem.
They do. And after a while, the one that received the gift
he got King James Version.
Let's change the word. The authorized version. You know the Bible is originally called the authorized version. They just slap King James onto it. It's the authorized version.
Okay.
So I speak as thou as the authorized version is. Listen, my dear wife, after a while, that person, they are going to start to feel negative about that gift. They're going to start to feel cheap. They will.
If they will feel cheap, my dear husband, this is what I'm saying. They would feel cheap if after the gift come and they just take the gift and run and go back to normal living with their spouse. That's when they will feel cheap.
Trust me, the first two gifts that come, they're going to do that. The third, the fourth, the fifth. You're going to start to take insult.
Read me.
See, listen, the gift will speak for the matter. May I say, so when I need more gift, I have to start something.
Yeah, but if you started something, forget to make sure it's something expensive.
Oh my
so they're
goodness.
able to behave themselves, right?
Well, that means you have to pay attention to the offense in the marriage because that means the louder the offense, the higher the gift.
Yes, man.
What?
Yeah.
Boy, I'm going to make a loud offense and get loud and No. But listen, after a while, it's going to start to affect you because you're going to think you're always trying to buy me. It's a logical thought and emotion that come. You're going to start to think, feel like
I get you.
You are being bought. So we have to get people to understand that you have to make provision for that because issues are going to come. Now, that was just a reference in it. Let me go back to the original thought.
Go ahead.
The issues are going to come. Using the same reference, where there is void of apology, what is going to happen, what you see happening now, is that after a while the person is going to start to feel you really don't care.
Right.
You don't have no concern about their feelings. You don't own responsibility, and they are going to start to protect themselves. And in the process, the heart is going to start to get hard. You see, and the Bible says I'm paraphrasing, where there's forgiveness, you're going to find compassion.
Right. So then now, when a spouse heart becomes hard. What do we look for? How do we know? How do you tell? What are some of the things you pay attention to?
You take this conversation at a different part, Anyhow, let's continue. Okay. We did chat about more.
All right, go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have to change the topic for today because Lady Nanton went to the mountaintop. She did not stay at the base, nor did she even stay halfway. She just put it right up to the top. So, for those of you who are viewing, a reasonable topic will come to us soon. All right, let's go about it. Now, when that begins to happen, connection is going to be disrupted. You have to look for that. There's going to be withdrawal. You understand?
Yeah.
You're going to have a disruption of your ability to connect. The smallest thing, you can move from 0 to 100 in no time. What seemed like love will now seem like hatred. You understand?
Yeah.
So you have to be very, very careful. Even the intimate, the romantic part of a relationship, there's gonna be a withdrawal.
Yeah.
You can't. It's like you're talking to stone. The house can start to feel on edge, on eggshell, as we just put it.
And to make it even more worse, the spouse themselves would start to feel unloved,
Very much.
sidelined,
Very much.
Rejected,
Very much.
all the words that comes with that.
Yep. And sometimes it is the ground that set you up for adulterous relationship. Because somebody always coming. No matter how you put it, there's somebody outside who's going to come. And especially if you're a believer, Satan knows when to send the person. The right time in the most vulnerable moment. It is a breeding ground for adulterous relationship. So you have to start to pay attention. Uneasiness, the stress level, the anxiety, the lack of desire to go home. These are things that generally will happen. You don't want to go home. Because what are you going home to? You understand? You don't want to be in the same house. You don't even want to be around the house.
Ouch.
You understand?
Yep.
You can find persons overworking. A lot. They are trying to cope with the issue.
Right.
One thought of your spouse and your pressure gone up.
Yeah, and if you go home, it's just frustration. You're going home.
Exactly.
To some sort of argument. No peace, no nothing. Really, you could understand somebody. It's not the right thing to do, but at the same time, you would understand why they feel like they don't want to be in that space.
Exactly.
You understand me? Because you listen, there is enough frustration around already. There is enough frustration, be it work, children, school, whatever. There's enough frustration. When you're going home to a place that is supposed to be what we would, call
at peace.
At peace, yes, your safe place, your safe haven, and you're going home feeling uncomfortable. Your spouse in the bedroom, like you mentioned there, that you don't want to go in the bedroom. They're in the living room. You have one TV. You want to go watch something, but they're out there, and it's like you're trying to avoid. Oh gosh, that's an ant's nest by
your view of your spouse is totally different. What you saw like a dove If you're not careful, you could start to see them like a snake.
Jesus of mercy.
Same person, but your view of them change. You have to watch that. The heart is a very powerful place.
So then I have a very technical question here. No?
A technical question. You see why Moses said, me with that? Moses just said, listen, before I kill each other.
That is where I'm going to come to now. Because if you are in that unhealthy place, your heart palpitating, you frustrate every time you go, you just, how long you could live there for?
Yeah.
What do you do? How is when it is at that place, is there any hope? I mean, if both persons want their marriage, if the couple want their marriage, is there hope at all?
There is always hope.
Or one wanting it and the other don't want it, one trying, the other one not trying, the other one just ready to what? Because you can't live in that unhealthiness for
if
forever.
One person is willing, it will be a hard task because there is no guarantee the other person wants it. If both parties are willing, then you can have turn around. I have seen marriages turn around that have gone to some far extremes. Okay, but it takes both parties in such a case to begin to, want to work on their marriage and to acknowledge certain things that are happening within their marriage and so forth. So you can have that. But when one partner is fighting and the other is not, you're going to serious uphill. You understand? And in some instance, before people stifle each other, in some instance, you might need a time apart. Even persons who want their marriage, sometimes they have to take a time apart. Because as long as they're in the same house, they'll be tearing things up. So sometimes a little time apart does help to, lessen some of the tension and give you time to reflect. You understand?
Yeah.
Whereas some persons, they have reached a point sometimes of no return and they just choose to separate. Divorce, that is. Yeah. Now, we're not promoting divorce, but it happened and it is a reality. That's why we need to speak about it too. So,
and that's what, in
some instances, some persons do that. So, everybody has to know what they can live with. And
to our listeners, and those of you who are on YouTube, feel free to point your questions there. And those of you who are listening to us, Faith FM Online, feel free to call. Comment.
Oh, yes. 553-2484. That's the number to call. 721-553-2484. You can always call us.
Yeah, make your contribution.
We'll be very happy for your contribution.
Yeah.
You might be amazed, not just what your question can do, but your comments. It can add richness to the conversation.
And help somebody in the meantime.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
now we were just talking about it, the whole aspect of hard-heartedness. So you have to be this is why, my dear wife, this could take us back to the original question. When you are making a choice for marriage, you must know what you're looking for and take time to think it through. You see?
Yeah.
Because a marriage was designed to be a tremendous blessing. But sometimes it can be quite the opposite for some persons.
Yeah.
Because they have not taken time to think it through.
I'm wondering, my dear husband, a couple start off good. They get married, they're nice, loving, none cheated, there was no adultery. They came in the marriage whole and healthy. But then it changed.
Yeah.
So then why?
Many reasons.
Like what?
Like life.
Explain.
Listen. By the way, let me tell you something. There is a reality in which your marriage must exist. And you have to pay attention to it because a lot of persons, they get married and they expect their marriage to just get richer. By chance, it don't work that way, Marriage is hard work. I was speaking to a brother yesterday. We were having a conversation. He's married. He said, boy, pastor, this marriage thing is work, I said, brother, you get it? Marriage is hard work,
Marriage is,
You have to put in the work. Otherwise, it can be neglected, I often share some thoughts with persons when we are speaking about the reality of life, okay? And I'm going to repeat it here. Imagine the Bible described the Word of God as quick.
Right.
as sharper than a two-edged sword, right?
Yeah.
As a hammer, in which means it will puncture things, right? There are some very powerful phrases in which the word of God is described.
Right.
Yet still, when Jesus was speaking, he said that the cares of this world, in one of his descriptions, of course, he put the cares of this world, the deceitfulness of riches. I don't want to talk about the deceitfulness of riches.
Right.
But the cares of this world
Yeah.
has the ability to make that which is quick, sharp, powerful, what is a hammer, to be void.
Right.
Now, if the cares, the things that we are concerned about in life, simple things, oh, Sister Middle, you get it right, finance, bills,
She's thinking ahead.
career, children, extracurricular activities, etc. If that can do that to the word of God, you tell me what it can do to a marriage.
I don't know if you want to begin to imagine.
When a couple is together without children,
Right.
it's just two of them.
Yeah.
The moment a child is born, the dynamics of the marriage change. And if they're not prepared for that, it can cause serious problem in the marriage. Because sometimes you can find it could go mother or father. Because there are some fathers, when the child born, they forget that they're married. And there are some wives, the same thing.
Especially the mothers.
So it happened mostly with women, but it do have fathers who happen to as well. And what you find happening now is that the marriage become neglected. They no longer spend the time together because everything surround the child. Everything surround the child. No, we're not saying don't love your child, but at the same time you have a marriage to
There
build.
must be a balance.
Exactly.
Yeah, it must be a balance.
When you have you see finance, you see money, hey, you see money, oh, hey, money, don't play with money, Papa. Money is a powerful tool. When you hear you have financial pressure on a marriage, it can do a lot of damage. It can cause people to split. And sometimes these realities are there before persons. Right? How do you stress of life, just stress of life? When a person is stressed, how do they handle stress in the capacity of a marriage? You come home, you blow out on your spouse, and the other one say, hey, don't come on and take things out of me ain't do that. You don't realize you need to hold a space to give them opportunity to vent. But you're blowing out. Every time you're stressful, you come and take it out by the picnic. You come and take it out by the spouse.
Yeah.
Those things, those are realities. And what it does now, it can affect the marriage. So the cares, Jimmy Evans, who speaks on marriage quite extensively, he said something. He said it is not necessarily bad things that damage a marriage.
Right.
It's good things out of priority. You understand?
Yeah.
So this is why we always talk about, see my Bejon sister there on here. Hey, Bejon is on, no? We're not gonna talk Bejon now.
What are you talking about, man?
I tell you. Barbados is in the house.
My sister Ella, how you doing?
Yeah. It is a serious thing. You have to nurture your relationship intentionally. Otherwise, you can lose it subtly.
Yeah, and I'm listening to you, but my mind is going way off.
I can see as long as you don't go up to the mountain top and take us somewhere else again.
No, I ain't going up to the mountain top. No, my mind is still at the place where I'm wondering now, how? Because we mentioned earlier that sometimes one person would be fighting, trying to get things, to get the marriage
Let me give an example.
stable.
Let me give an example.
Go ahead.
We're talking, you have to deal with the fact, the fading of the marriage first, right?
Right,
Let me give an example.
We mentioned the failure, we're talking about that. But
No, we're still there.
Okay,
the
go ahead.
cares of this life. Good things, nothing bad. Good things. So, one spouse said, well, you just get it a lot from the woman, right? So I'm going to use the woman. Not that it doesn't happen to the men, but I just using the one that is this dominant.
Go ahead.
She said, he always walk in here time with me. Now, you talk to the man. In the man mind, boy, we need to be at a certain financial place financially speaking. So he said, boy, let me sacrifice for the next 6 months. Because in 6 months' time, I should be able to make my target. Right? So he started to work and overwork extensively. In his mind, his family is there.
Yes.
But do you know what no attention can do to a woman in 6 months?
It can do a lot.
A whole lot.
And vice
So
versa.
he goes to her and he says to her, listen, sweetheart, and I'm going to show you the mistake of your kind. He goes to her, he says, sweetheart, listen, I'm going to be doing X, Y, and Z for the next 6 months. And we are going to be X, Y, and Z. You know, and this is going to bring us X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And then the woman looked at him and said, okay. In his mind, it is confirmed. You agree. You understand? The sad thing is, we have not taken time to learn woman language. That okay is an acknowledgement. I have heard you. It doesn't mean I've thought about what you say.
And I agree.
So 2 days later, she come and she said,
oh gosh, give him the week, man. Not 2 days. Give him a week.
A week?
Give him a
We don't get that liberty.
No, a week, man. Because you need time to observe.
You're lucky if it's not 30 seconds after.
No, you need time to observe a pattern before you go and try to... You have to look for the pattern. 2 days?
Love.
That's not a pattern.
Woman don't observe pattern.
I do.
Woman is living the head.
I do.
When you have a woman think and she do what?
Observe patterns.
My dear, sometimes I swear you in the sky now. I just tell you thing 30 seconds ago. I ain't even started to live it yet.
No, man. But 2 days after?
My love, listen. I am being, this is being generous. I give 2 days. I'm telling you, the brotherhood will tell you, Pastor, you're giving too long.
Uncle Peter, you agree?
The conversation just finished. You said, okay. The man mind, it is settled. He get up and just go and try to put the tools together. And, boy, but sweetheart, I thought you say, big argument, just like that, you know. Just like, all the man do is went for his shoe to put it and say, well, tomorrow I'm starting the mission. Put the shoe there. I'm being kind when I give you 2 days. Hey. 1 week. Julia say, true hard work.
1 week, man. Oh,
no, love. Okay, for conversation's sake.
Yeah, 1 week. Because
I will give you double what you propose. I'll give you 2 weeks.
No, that too long. We don't wait that.
You see that?
A week sounds reasonable. You watch the whole week and this you're going to say, for instance, when my husband realized for the whole week, you ain't even watch me. At least a week.
But and then the guy said, and hear the frustration now. Right? He says, sweetheart, remember we talked about this already. And hear the woman now.
Yeah, we talk about it, but I didn't tell you we agree.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Exactly.
I am my kind of.
That's the point I was making now.
I am my kind.
Oh, hey, you take it easy.
Man.
Hey, and watch that. The man is focused because he on a mission, you know. But the house is going, The house is going because he, as far as he's concerned, he get the consent of his wife. We're good to go.
But in all fairness, he gets the consent. She comes on board. She agrees. Yes.
No, she ain't agree.
No,
she acknowledged his statement.
No, I'm taking it from another angle.
Oh, you're going to another.
Yes, she.
Okay.
She agrees. She comes on board. All right, but at the same time, it's not that she's expecting you to just get so busy that you completely forget that she exists.
Okay, now, watch, I agree with that, but let me play it out practically, right?
All right.
Practically, very practically now. When he says to you what he is going to do, you know what he's asking you to do? Make the same sacrifice with him, you know.
But
where is he going to get the extra time to do what he's going to do there?
So then something like that now needs an agreement. You telling me and I saying okay doesn't mean I agree.
My only. And you just say we come to the point where you agree now.
Oh, you are talking on the agreeing part?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking on the agreeing part.
All right, go ahead.
I'm sticking with the agreeing part now.
Okay, go ahead.
But my question is, where is he going to get the extra time for the sacrifice he just tell you that he's going to think?
A phone call.
A phone who?
Call.
As far as the man
Even
concerned,
if it's 5
the
minutes.
issue is settled. You agree already?
No, a phone call. My dear wife, I just called to check in. You just calling to check in at 2 minutes. A minute. You're going to have a lunch break?
Honey, my honey.
You're going to have a lunch break. You're going to eat.
The man don't settle in his mind. When you say okay there, in his mind, you on board with it. You are capable of handling the sacrifice.
So then, sisters here, what you do in that case? You ask question. So for how long is this going to be? And does that mean there's going to be no communication throughout the day? Does that mean I can't check in to see how you're doing?
No. It doesn't mean that. But what I'm telling you, in his mind, you understand the vibes.
Well, so
he is going hard now.
So then
because in his mind, I'm giving you 6 months sacrifice.
So then we need a clear path on that.
So this is where now, you see, me they say we agree for something for peace sake. My sister agree with you.
But read the last part too. But we don't forget.
Oh my goodness.
You are a woman indeed.
No.
Go ahead.
Listen, Yeah, this now. Let me think about this thing. This is why when you see you're having conversation, you have to discuss this thing thoroughly. Pay attention to all what is in the details. Because that's important.
Yeah, because sometimes the information, the reason and the outcome just sounds so nice. You understand? If I work for the rest of the year, the next 6 months I work for the rest of the year, and I put in overtime, then yes, and we'll be able to afford our vacation, we'll able to, and then all that song. So you get so caught up in the moment, hearing all the niceties of what's going to be the outcome, that you forget to ask necessary questions.
And how does damage marriage? The cares of this world. You see? The cares of this world. You know a phrase that every married person should have? Sweetheart, let's revisit that tomorrow. Give me some time to think about it and come back to have a conversation. You see that phrase?
But I want to start tomorrow.
You're getting married now. You're married now.
Yeah.
You might want to start tomorrow because every thought seems urgent. But remember, this one, you're asking me to make a sacrifice that I haven't thought about all the emotional ramifications as yet. You see? And you have sometimes we don't be realistic with our goals. So you have to put that thing into reality. Instant don't always mean best decision. No? So you have to take time to think it through.
I agree.
Think it through. The cares of this world. So let's go back to the question you were asking. The cares of this world, if it can break or make the word of God unfruitful, it can do a lot of damage to a marriage. And a marriage has to be nurtured intentionally.
Yeah.
And you have to know all the emotions that are involved. Otherwise, you become strangers. We have a caller? No, you become strangers. And the moment you become strangers in the same house, if you linger there long enough, you're going to have difficulty coming together again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just become so peaceful. There's some household, no sex happening, no? And it doesn't disturb nobody.
Peacefully and
they're
sleep.
good.
Yeah.
Nothing happening. In fact, you swear they're non-sexual human beings. Because there's no feeling, no nothing. And they're talking nice. No argument and a nice conversation. And everybody just nice. But they have become like strangers and they don't realize it. And the same person go on their job now. And they see somebody.
And they can feel attracted to them.
And listen, the feelings up to the mountain.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So you those things do happen.
Oh yes, absolutely.
So you have to be very mindful of your marriage. Be very mindful of your marriage to build your marriage. Otherwise, you could have serious problems. Serious problems.
So then, no, when a marriage is at that point, what next?
What?
What we just explain?
What do you mean? What point?
They in the home. They living like strangers. They ain't having no argument. They ain't having no falling out. They're not intimate either.
Oh, in that context. You know, listen, love. You have to, ever so often, you have to do, you know, like businesses have stock keeping and so forth. Ever so often, you have to do the same thing in a marriage. Take stock of your marriage. Inventory, that's the word I'm looking for. Take stock of your marriage. Call yourself to attention. Where is your marriage? And iron out the different areas. Where are our marriage spiritually? Where are our marriage emotionally? Where are we in our marriage sexually?
Right.
Ask yourself the tough question. Where are we in our marriage financially? Ask the question because you have to iron out all the different areas. Parentally, where are we? Ask yourself the questions and take a check on it. Listen, there are marriages going months, no sex happening, and nobody asks, where are we married sexually?
I guess everybody just accept what is happening. You don't think so?
The cares of this world?
No, not just that, but the cares of this world, yes, but coupled with that now, with everything that you would have explained a while ago, there's nothing happening. They're good, bills are paid, children are fed, the house is kept. The house is kept. But in terms of the marriage now, the couple, it's like they get so comfortable, all right? They're comfortable. Nothing happening. Nothing. And they're not troubled.
Yeah. They become emotionally disconnected and they have to realize it.
They can't be bothered.
Or sometimes what happened, emotion disconnected is number one. Or sometimes what happened, they have become so caught up in the task, the busyness of life.
No, what I was saying is that both parties they accept the way the marriage is. They realize, all right.
Sometimes that happens, but sometimes it might not be an acceptance.
No, they accept the fact that you are comfortable, I am comfortable. Everything is okay. We talking, we getting along. We are not sexually involved. And I accept, right? Okay, this is the position my husband choose to take. My husband accept. This is the position my wife choose to take. Even we ain't agreeing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, my love, listen. Sometimes it is that case, but sometimes it is that persons are so caught up in the rat race.
But
so it's not something that they do with any intentionality. It is just something that they get into a routine of life.
Right.
They have not accepted it.
No.
In some cases, I am saying, in some cases, that might be the case. In other instances, it is not a matter of they accept it. It's that they get caught up in the routines of life.
So now I am talking now. What about when it comes to this place where they accept, they agree, as in they sit down and have a conversation, but they just accept as in from movement, operation, vibes. I see how you behave, you see how I behave. You see I keep in from you sexually, I see you keeping from me sexually, and we just decide, okay, do for do.
I understand that. No, so I'm saying, and listen to me carefully, I am saying sometimes that is the case. But there are instances where that is not the case.
So I am
it is just
about
the busyness of
the case.
What are you looking for?
Right, that's what I was trying to explain 3 times now.
No, because you repeated, I hearing it, but I'm saying to myself, I can't figure out what you're looking for.
I wasn't looking, I was going to say something.
Okay, go ahead and say what you're
Yes,
saying.
I was going to say something. Sometimes they come to the place where they just accept emotionally, mentally, they just accept whatever it is that is happening, and then they just stay there. They live there and they're married for some time. Time go by. Sometimes people catch themselves 2, 3, 4 years pass and they realize they're still in the same place. Situation still the same. It's like they're just living there for the children's sake. You understand me? And then after a while, somebody just decide, I'm not going to live like this anymore. There is more to life than this. I want something else more than this. And they just decide, we ain't going nowhere. And then when you catch yourself now, one of them might decide to have the conversation, but we've been sexless, we've been like this, we've been like that for all these years. It's like, you doesn't seem attracted to me. You doesn't seem like you want me around anymore. So and then you might be asking, but why you think? I said, but look, we've been on the same bed for however long.
And then Jerry come.
And sometimes Jerry might not even come. Jerry might be there, Jane might be there, but at the same time, without a third party in place. Sometimes it's at that place.
They're brothers and sisters.
Yeah, sometimes.
Your sister, yes. There's a Harry and I.
Sister and I.
Oh gosh! Hey!
Don't come back on here. Stay.
Oh gosh!
Yeah, okay, sister-in-law. So she good. She understand I know you understand what I'm saying, but I'm saying that's a good example. So sometimes
in Harry's defense, it was the rum.
Oh my Lord!
Harry was singing this song. There's the calypso that sing, so they sing this song. Honey, oh, not tonight, the thing ain't walking. Let me stop with this calypso, sorry.
That was not nice. Boy.
No, I have to defend my brother now.
Over.
He's gone now, but I have to defend my brother now.
Yeah, so sometimes it comes to it that happens and they just completely
You
grow
gonna call
apart.
me after, ain't it? You gonna call me after. Lord, you gonna call your brother after.
They completely grow apart and then they just decide to just go separate ways. And they end the marriage peaceably.
What a sad way.
It is sad. But sometimes
that is what happens sometimes.
Sometimes it happens.
So we have to get persons to do checks in the different areas of your marital life. It's very, very important, that you do checks to see where you are.
Yeah.
Ask the question pertaining to the different areas of your marital life. Spiritually, financially, intellectually,
All the alleys.
sexually, emotionally, parentally. You need to do checks on top of that.
Yeah.
Well, we did not touch exactly what we came to touch today, but I think it was a good program still.
I think so too.
So, let me have you give your closing remarks for today.
You just make this thing sound like a ceremony.
What closing remarks? What do I always
Closing
say?
remarks.
Any final comments?
Yes, man.
Any last thing you wish to say?
I will just end on the note that you just mentioned there, my dear husband. You know the condition of your marriage. We are not in it. We are only here to speak and to encourage and so on and share on challenges and so on. But at the same time, you are in your home, so you are very aware of the condition of your marriage. And it's just, once you are willing, both persons are willing, because like we would always say, one hand can't clap. See me trying to clap with one hand. It ain't happening. It ain't happening there. So, work on your marriage. Once your spouse is willing to fix the marriage, then work on your marriage. Not they wouldn't be without trouble. Ask my husband.
Yeah.
I just give him plenty trouble.
I speak in
good
tongues.
troubles.
I
Good
don't speak
trouble.
in tongues, my
good
dear.
trouble.
I stay in the
Good
spirit.
trouble. But yeah.
Ladies
Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, my people. I'll see you next week, God's will.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been our delight to come and share with you. Oh man, you must be just really enjoy how we just talk about ourselves, all kind of thing. Yeah? But God is good.
Yes,
Listen,
yes.
It was our delight to come and share with you right here, your number one gospel radio station, still locked in always 97.1 or faithfmonline.com. We want you to stay locked in because we always have something fresh for you. And every Tuesday we are here at from 12:30 until 1:30. Sometimes we start late, but we are always coming to you. As long as we don't tell you we're not coming, we are going to be here. Or you can find the Marriage and More program on YouTube, Marriage and More. And later on, it is replayed on TV Carib, tvcarib.com from 8 p.m. and then 8 a.m. the following morning. We look forward to continue serving you right here on the Marriage and More program. It is our distinct honor and delight. Remember, you're only going to get the marriage that you work for. So work for the one that you want. Until next time, God bless you nicely.